So what's the point of Lego games? Huh? Like, what's the deal with that, huh?
Ah!
I legit have some. I had the whole Lego Harry Potter. I have Lego Marvel Superheroes and Lego Marvel Superheroes too. But I started playing them. It's just like I get okay, it's kind of funny. I don't want to play them for dumbass puzzles the whole time.
Hmm. I was actually going to review a Lego game in the coming weeks, but
You don't
we'll
have
get
to
there.
learn this. It's okay.
No, I have to because it is in the Bionicle lore. So,
Yeah, but it's not in the Devil May Cry lore, and that's what we care about.
well, that's going to be next week, hopefully, if I double down on it.
After that would be crazy. Lego Devil May Cry would be
Lego Devil May Cry. Isn't that just like, can't you just do that with any Lego game?
Huh?
huh?
Can't you just do that with any Lego game? Just style on people?
No, no.
You They don't fight back.
Yeah, you can't keep combos up though.
I don't think you're an experienced Lego player.
I don't think you are.
Oop,
Hmm, it's possible.
the girls are
I even play
fighting.
Lego Fortnite.
Lego Fortnite? What the fuck is Lego Fortnite about?
Hmm.
What are you doing, like?
It's literally
Exactly.
just Fortnite but Lego.
I'll just play Fortnite.
Because you can do it with Legos.
Why?
Because you can do it with Legos. Because you can. What's your problem with can?
I would rather make a mod. I don't need a whole ass game for it.
Why not make a mod when you just play it for free? It's free. It doesn't matter. If you
So
have
it's
Fortnite,
Lego
you can
Fortnite.
play Lego Fortnite.
Oh, wait. So it's like it's a thing attached to Fortnite?
No, technically, yeah, but it's also you can have play that by yourself. You don't have to download Fortnite to play it. But if you
Hmm.
download Fortnite, you can play it from the Fortnite launcher.
Does it do everything
I
that
don't know. I heard you could play with Miku.
does it do everything that Fortnite does now?
From what I saw, yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go. Giving gamers options, you know.
I
And
guess, but
you also
I
got
have
Fortnite
never
Racing and
played
all that stuff too.
Fortnite in my life.
Oh, I think it's a Fortnite
You
racism.
could have played. There were 3 seasons they had that was worth playing. Their first Marvel and DC season was crazy.
Here's the
The
thing.
Spider-Man season
Here's the
was a.
thing, though, that I'd like to rebuttal on that. I have never found that game to be enjoyable, in my opinion. So I don't plan on playing it.
I
People
ain't blind
early on,
enjoyable until
people
they
early
start
on
people like
have
me with it.
ruined the game for me, so I'm not indulging anything regarding it.
That's Jake's fault. I know it.
Probably. Oh, hi guys. Sorry about that. Just kind of, I'm used to Cryptid doing that, but I digress. Welcome to the Comic Fanatic channel, where we talk about the news and reviews. You're here with me, Jake Tylenol, the chronicler of Lego today.
You're here with Bricky Wall. I'm going back to Stardew Valley because I realized I need a chill game to play.
And I'm Richter, also known as the Witch of Jotunheim, pronouns they, he. And I am still an honorary Alphin after all this time. Don't worry, I still am. I just don't go on team missions because I'm too lazy for that.
And
I thought you
together
said
we
Dolphin, and I'm scared for you.
Together with the spirit of Cryptid at our side, we form the Fanatics and we talk about the news and reviews of the week. On our special Tuesday nights, we talk about the comic reviews. And we got some comics for you. We're bringing back Transformers into the fold. Welcome back, Transformers. I'm okay with you, but some of us missed you. Okay. We also bringing Alpha Flight into the mix, of course, along with our usuals, Avengers Academy, and a new part of the Bionicle saga with new protagonists. Well, old protagonists made into that role. Anyway, we also have socials like our Comic Fanatic Twitter, Comic Fanatic 69, which has his own personal Twitter that
Yeah,
he
because you guys are you're doing my job for me.
I do the
What the
Comic Fanatic part rest.
No, because that was supposed to be my thing. I was supposed to say all the socials. Do you hear this shit, audience? He's stealing my job. People say immigrants are stealing your job. Anyways, yeah, subscribe to us because we're trying to get to smackaroons, because why not? If you want to be ever so kind, you should subscribe. You should also follow us on the Twitter, which is Comic Fanatic 69. But if you don't want to follow the whole squad and you just want to follow little old me, because you like my dumbass and the random shit that I like, you can follow me on my personal Twitter at Witch of Jotun with an E instead of a U. We gotta fix that, Jake. You can also follow me on TikTok,
do better.
Instagram, and Twitch at witch_of_Jotunheim. You can also follow me on Tumblr and Blue Sky at Northstar Aria, and also on Rednote /Xiaohongshu at Witch of Jotun with a U this time. And if you want to find any of my other socials that I didn't bring up here, go on one of these, because then you will find my link tree for the rest of them. And if you want to commission for some cool art, please hit me up, because I need money. So if you want cool art, hit me up, please. Thank you. Thank you.
And with that said, we will be headed on into the comic review. Wait, we went through everything, right?
Yeah, as you post the goddamn topics.
Well, no need, because the first one you should recognize very much.
If only he posted the goddamn topics.
He knows I'm illiterate. For those who can't read, it is back with Transformers. That's so.
You can't even tell me what number it is.
I can't, because I didn't. I just kind of put Transformers. I assumed you would do the rest.
It's Transformers number 18. My personal reader read it to me for your information. I have a seeing eye reader dog.
The dog reads all blind. Is that what I'm getting? The dog reads for you.
Like all blind people, my seeing eye dog does everything, include read.
Bark, bark,
he makes
bark,
the thing
bark,
talk me.
Bark, 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 bark.
I have a translator, okay? He barks it into the translator and it tells me what it is. All right. But the last time, I think we missed a few issues, but it doesn't really matter. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's been they're still constantly in the war. The writer finally said it's going to cool down after Megatron comes back. He kind of wanted to show the full desperate how it felt getting chased down to another planet, and your foes immediately waking up morning. Because the team, the Decepticons will not slow down. They do not care. They're here to kill everybody.
They got to get their asses beat.
We're with Ratchet, a guy who I can't remember, and Blur, I think. Oh no, it's
Does
Hot
Blur
Link.
talk?
Who the fuck is Hot Link?
If it's does Blur talk fast? That's how you tell if it's Blur.
No, it depends. Blur, they don't really do that a lot in the comics for some reason.
I don't know, because it'll be annoying, and it was annoying in the original show.
It wasn't version of Blur. I only know Blur in comic from his one shot. Well, IDW, they didn't do it there.
The best version of Blur that I've ever seen is the one that animated. I liked him.
This guy looks like Blur, but it's not his name. Hot Link. We have Hot Link, Blix. What is this Bitstream? Bro, who named these people?
They got their names on name. They had a naming day. If you go by
the Decepticon shows up.
If you go by Transformers Animated, they get their names like by their commanding officer. Like Sentinel gave Bumblebee his name and the other people his name.
Because he could turn into a yellow car. What?
No, it's because he was like a wimpy little bumblebee.
Bumblebees aren't wimpy, though.
Well, it's Sentinel.
Yes, they are. They're not Hornets.
Yo, Hornets are trying to kill. That's why he called the other one Wasp.
Okay. Anyway. A new Autobot comes on to the scene with a goddamn sword dick, and he starts beheading some of these Decepticons.
What?
Is he like Asian in look?
No, he's not racist, sir.
I mean, does he have like a Shogun aesthetic?
No, we're not racist. He's not that guy.
No, because there's a Transformer that's literally like a samurai Shogun thing that they pushed.
When the movies wanted to be racist and do stereotypes, they just made a samurai guy.
Yeah, and then they brought it to the Prime universe, so I thought like maybe they brought him here because he was actually cool in the Prime universe. So I had a problem, but
He kind of has it, but it clearly isn't him.
mm.
Like I said, my big problem with this book is still like the no name for people. Because obviously, your team doesn't recognize him; they won't say his name. But like that can go on for a while before someone figures out who someone is. But we cut back to Optimus. He's with RC, and they're like, thanks to this guy who name they don't say. We think that this man, we might have saved the day. We might have turned the tide.
Do you
But
know my
just
name?
like always, the
Nope.
fight isn't over. What are you about to say?
I want to be like, do you even know my name? Yes. It's Bolts
Autobot
Ratcher?
man.
Autobot.
You're Bolt Stratcher? You're right. I am.
Oh,
But
okay, cool.
a while back we saved Magnus, Ultra Magnus, and he had this dope ass gun. Go to the picture, I believe. I think it's one of the ones I chose.
It should be number 2. No, I
Okay,
blame
never
order
mind.
from
I chose. I forgot. No, I forgot I didn't post it for you.
Okay.
I had a lot of photos. I had a problem like getting them down to 3. Well, 3 or 4. But long story short, the government's here. They're like, man, fuck all these robots. The Ultra Magnus, while fighting the Decepticons, it's also fighting the U.S. government, and if that's not bad, the Combiner, who Jake knows, shows up. I'm not good with names today. I've been through a lot, but
Bruticus, Devastator, who, bro? Like what?
it's Devastator.
Okay.
Thanks. But Devastator is destroying a city. The government's trying their best, but obviously it's not doing that well. I wonder where the G.I. Joes are. Though. I wonder if we're gonna get a version of this from their point of view. Because it's not said the G.I. Joe are here, but I feel like the moment Duke's whole thing has been revealed to the world that he's been freaking out about, no one wants to believe him. This time from attacking the town, I feel like he'll be the first nigga wanting to come here. Oh no. I think
He's
he
the
slept through it all.
powerplex.
Like, just confused.
He's the powerplex of this
He
universe.
basically is. He basically was. No, that wasn't a joke. He basically was. The whole
Why
first
does
issue of his book,
Optimus get to
after
live?
Starscream killed his guy, the whole first thing he was doing was screeching and rambling that giant robots were here. They murdered his team, and we gotta do something about it. And they were looking at him, he was fucking stupid.
I want truth. I want justice. I want Optimus Prime. Just the whole ass villain.
But what's the God leave it? Jake, okay, Rumble. Thank God I remember him. Soundwave sent Rumble in to start doing some work, and Rumble jumps out of they're riding like aircraft down. It's the one the Transformers who look like a spaceship, but like a traditional
Jetfire?
spaceship. Ours.
Astro,
It's not
Astro,
Jetfire.
uh, Astro
I
something?
believe it's Astro Train.
Astro, no.
I think it's Astro Train, but like I said, they don't say name. So come back into it for a minute. I was kind of confused with a lot of people who aren't your mainstays. But funny enough, they're like Star Trek crashing with Astro Train. They're like, bro, we're coming. We're gonna help you. And Jake Bruticus is here. He's here. He's here to fight. Him and Devastator are going are going at it while trying to get to Starscream. And Jake Devastator gives this man Bruticus an RKO off the top of the Empire State Building.
Oh wait, he thought
It's literally RKO, bro.
okay. Power drives him off. What did RKO? I don't know.
I'm not joking. It was out of nowhere. He wasn't seeing him. He climbed it to get Starscream. That was Starscream crashed it. And the dude ran from the other side of the building, jumped off, and RKO'd him off the building.
I want to be the Teletran one
But
just programmed WWE moves into them. Like, yeah, I feel like you guys could use this. Here you
go. Optimus sees them fall into his Primus save us, and Bruticus and Devastator both fall, I believe, on Optimus Prime and some other people. But that's not the most important part. We get to the fight between not Starscream and Soundwave. and Jake, they're going back at it again for the third time in the series so far. Because obviously they don't want Starscream as leader, but he's like, "You're not gonna disrespect me, motherfucker. I don't care how many times I have to lose. I'm gonna kill somebody today, and hopefully it's you." So he starts laying him out. Jake, he calls him. He calls him a pathetic pussy. Jake, I was ahead of pedal. He calls him a pathetic pussy. He said he learned the word for the humans, and then he ripped the cassette tape off Soundwave's front. Talking about you, all you care about these dumbass tapes.
All right, so this only tells me that they are learning WWE moves from watching humans on TV. It's their spare time.
The writers are wrote a wrestling book before this.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So Eddie, so that's why wrestling is very deeply ingrained in all the fights here. I'll go to the first picture.
All right, 1 second.
And basically, while they're fighting, somebody says stop. And Starscream looks back. And we get the first look of Megatron free from captivity of Cobra. And he is fucked up. Both of them are in shock. As you can see, Starscream is about to eat Ravage over off the building.
If I had a nickel for every time a Transformers story starts with Megatron injured and Starscream leading the charge, well, you know the rest.
How many we have?
2.
Will it literally be 2?
Yeah.
Is it only animated in this?
Oh, wait, shit. Yeah, animated. So it'll be Prime. So 3, I guess.
No.
Well, because I mean, does Prime count? Technically, Megatron was there at the start. Then he lost, and then he was dead for a little bit. He comes back. I don't know if that counts, but he was out of commission at the start of the series.
How many episodes?
I want to say 7 to 10.
How many episodes was he there before he was out?
Oh, he was only there for like a mini movie, so it's 4 episodes. He was just there.
I won't say that counts. So you're still back to 2.
Okay.
Go to the next picture.
No.
Okay, yeah. So Megatron immediately tells Starscream, "Bro, be silent, bro." And he picks up Ravage. Obviously, Soundwave immediately get on his knees. He's ready to glaze, bro. He's been waiting his whole life to glaze Megatron again. He missed this. Megatron brings Ravage to his chest and uses parts of his own body to fix Ravage. And that's what we get in this battle, where he says, "What a good little soldier you are, small thing." He doesn't even know its name, but he smiles at it. Megatron has no eyes, so you can see this panel. And he says, "What a faithful servant your father is." So he fixes it and give it back to Soundwave. And he immediately talking about my master. He's ready to glaze, King. Go to the next picture.
That's Soundwave, bro.
I really should have put the RKO. Instead of this. But
I think people need to understand that Soundwave is the Decepticon's finest soldier, bro. He clocks in overtime without pay because he don't give a shit, bro.
Yeah, he did better than Starscream leading the Decepticons in the action too. It was literally the meta, the IDW first arc. He's ready, he's about to win, and all he needs is Megatron to show up right now, and we got him.
Sure.
When Megatron shows up right now with his own plan, we win. But he's about Astro Train, quickly, get me away from him. Astro Train looks at me no, punk ass out here, get up, Soundwave, we gotta go. But Megatron picks up Soundwave by his is that a machine gun on his shoulder? I never actually seen him use it.
On what, this picture?
No, just Soundwave in general.
Oh, I think
so. Back to the picture.
If it's G1 design, he's never had a machine gun.
Right there on his shoulder.
Oh, that yeah, that's a machine gun, but he's never used it. At least in the cartoon.
Yeah, I never seen him use it. I don't think he's used it so far.
Yeah.
But Megatron picks up Soundwave by his feet.
I was like, I'm willing to bet it was because it was too violent for the cartoon. So.
Most likely. Maybe I missed it then. I doubt this comic will care. They've been doing some crazy shit. But Megatron grabs Soundwave by the hand, on some Jesus shit. You may rise, my son. And he's like, we still got work to do. And from far away, Optimus regroups the Autobots he looks up, and all you see is the shadow of Megatron on the ground. But Jake, shadow like you see on this picture, Megatron's on top of that building, but Optimus knows, and Optimus is scared. And I'm like, what are you scared for? He literally has one arm, he can't see, and you have his gun.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
If
Right
any
now,
point we're gonna kill Megatron, this is now.
that's what I'm saying. Right now, I'm like, all right, listen, boys, saddle up, roll out. We going up that building, bro. This has to end tonight. He cannot leave here alive.
Like, if he can't see him well, then whatever, sure. But if there's 5 of us or 6 of us, and it just those 4 up there on that building, it's done. Megatron has one arm. He obviously can't transform. Soundwave, Starstream doesn't seem like he can fly right now. Astro Train can't fly right now. Blow the building up. It's over. We're going to drop him right here, and we're going to end this fight.
But sir, what about the humans? Fuck them. This is too important.
Yeah, so at some point, some losses are acceptable, bro. This is why when people tell me Optimus the greatest leader, I'm like, no, he's not. When it comes to morals, he probably had the best morals as a leader. But because of the way he is as a leader, you will never actually win the war.
That was, what's good? That was actually the only show that ever bring that up was Prime, Transformers Prime. That was literally like it was to the point where it was to the point where even Optimus was starting to agree with people. I think there was like for the audience, I've already told this Austin, but for the audience, there's an episode where Ratchet goes off on Optimus about how soft he's been on Megatron because he's always like sparing him and shit. The next time Megatron's in a compromise. The next time, because they were like used to be friends. And the next time Megatron is in a compromising position, and it's not Optimus's fault. Megatron looks at Optimus, he's like, well, this is kind of awkward, but like, I know you're going to spare me, right? And Optimus is like, no, I'm going to kill you here. He was like, what the fuck? It was to the point where I think later, Megatron's like,
Jake, we literally can't hear what you said. Wherever you said did not come through the mic.
Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
But when you went to say what Optimus says, we didn't hear anything.
It was there was an episode where Ratchet basically tells Optimus that he's too soft on Megatron because he's too soft on Megatron and like he shouldn't be. There's like a war and all this shit. And in a later episode, there's Megatron in a compromising position, like where he's like basically about to die, and he looks at Optimus. He's looking at Optimus. He's like, well, knowing our past history, you're probably gonna let me go at this point, right? And then Optimus is like, nah. And then he tries to kill Megatron. He gets saved and bailed out at the end. But it's at that point Megatron's like, oh shit, Optimus is like actually gonna kill me. I gotta be careful. So that's an example of like an Optimus that learns his lesson as time goes on, even though he doesn't like it. So yeah.
No, I'm trying to explain to people. I get if you like him best as a leader, but he's not a great leader because he refuses to do what needs to be done in a lot of moments. Like the war could have been over millions of years ago. If you put Captain America in a transformed body, the war would have been won 1,000,000 years ago.
Sure. We could have done it in a year.
I do. I don't mind him being scared. I don't want to say scared, but obviously, Megatron's back. We're already kind of even. Megatron might turn the tide, but because they don't like he can see him that well. But I don't know. I don't know about that. But I really do hope Optimus get that lesson early, because he already found love and learned to like this world. And then the whole stuff with Spike and his dad and all that stuff, I pretty much cemented him on the human side, at least right now. So I get if you don't want to let any of them die, but if you get a kill shot, bro, I'm gonna have to see you try to take it, because a lot of our people are getting fucked up. I don't know, like most of our Autobots are maimed and crashed and all this stuff. Like I need him to come through.
And Elite One's already like
one of them.
And Elite One's already like, man, fuck you. Like you compromised Cybertron for this planet. I could imagine being like, and also I spared Megatron too. it's like
So I guess we'll see how that turns out next issue. But we can move on till then. It's a good read, but like I came back in the middle of random action, so it took me a minute to catch my bearings of what was going on.
Well, let's go on to the next one.
Oh yay! Hi. Guess what? I only had one book this week, so I decided to bring an oldie but a goodie. So
what?
I brought an out to play.
Time out. You have one book?
I had
Which has two books.
I had one normal book And then I
you're
had
saying
second
okay.
one.
You just
What aren't you getting?
like, I wasn't getting
He has
where
low
the
memory.
second.
It's okay.
Yeah, whatever. Go.
Disappointed. Anyways, I decided to bring in an oldie but a goodie. So I decided to do Alpha Flight Volume 1, Issue 107. You might be wondering, why didn't you talk about 106? You talked about 105 for your holiday episode. Well, I'm saving that for a very specific time because it's too funny and too iconic for me to talk about on a random Tuesday night. Okay? You guys get me? Cool.
Apparently.
Yeah. So this issue, if you didn't know, came out literally like this was the next issue after 106, which is the one where JP comes out. Hence the "Don't even ask" little quote on here. This is the first issue of the World Tour. Yay. Anyways, let's get this started. So we start off at a graveyard where we see some police people doing police things. And before I continue, I gotta remember what pictures I sent because I never remember what pics I sent. Okay, I remember now. Anyways, so they summon a crew. And it so happens to be X Factor. 90s X Factor specifically. So you're getting Lorna here. And so Alpha Flight also is here because like I said, they're on their world tour, but something happened to their luggage. So they have to wear the Alpha Flight, not the Alpha. They can't wear their Alpha Flight uniform, so they have to wear the X Factor ones. And I know it looks like Aurora's wearing a full bodysuit here, but she's actually not in the actual comic. She's wearing a leotard or a unitard. Leotard? Yeah. Because why not? But everyone's here. Everyone in the current lineup is here, so yay. Which is kind of funny because one member of Alpha Flight on this page will be joining X Factor sooner than later. If you don't know, it's gonna be Weapon Omega / Wild Child. Don't worry about it. Anyways, they get the team. They introduce each other. All the like Strong Guy and Madrix are flirting to Aurora because of course they would, because she's hot. Anyways, getting off track.
I hate that shit,
Can
man.
you look at the first picture, please? That is in the cover. Thank you.
Yeah, Jake.
Anyways, so we see this poor guy who is in a tuxedo kind of deal. And he's being dragged in by a bunch of dead people to a graveyard. And he's like, this is like, whatever you are, like, this is madness. Please let me go home. And so this person in a wedding dress is like, but seeing your bride before your wedding day is a bit unconventional. But like at this point, fuck it. If you've read Alpha Flight, if you read 105 specifically, you know where I'm going with this. But if you don't know, that's okay. Anyways, so X Factor and Alpha Flight are taking a helicopter to wherever this graveyard is, which is kind of funny because several of these characters can fly. I guess they got to be incognito or whatever in a helicopter. Austin, would you be incognito in a helicopter? You're a brick wall.
I'm too
you
brick
can't.
for that.
Okay, after some hydration, you know. We do get a stink face JP panel. Sorry you don't get it right now, but it's fine. Anyways, yeah, because the funny thing, Lorna and Heather, also known as Guardian at this point, because she took up that mantle, they're actually the ones flying. And they do bring up that X Factor is a government team at this point, and Alpha Flight was a government team, but they had to go solo because of budgetary reasons, and then they got reinstated, and then they got that be on their own again, then reinstated. It's a common thing.
Wait.
Yes.
You're telling me X Factor, the immune team, was a government-based team at some point?
Yeah, so originally it was just an excuse for the original 5 X-Men to get back together, and then over time they became a government team, and then they became an investigations team, and then they became then they became a freaking detective team on Krakoa trying to find dead people. Yeah, so funny enough, 3 members of Alpha Flight have joined an X Factor team at least one point in their entire superhero careers. They're all mutants. I don't want you to guess who. And then now they're back to being a government team. I don't know. I haven't really read the new X Factor run because I didn't really jive with it as much as I wanted to, but here we are. Anyways, I don't know why Heather is wearing glasses instead of goggles, because they could have provided her some goggles. She's known for wearing goggles, but she's wearing glasses here, which is kind of funny. Anyways, so they get to the site in question, and they're trying to figure out what happened. They are they notice that there's been a bunch of break-ins, mostly at places um with like florists, catering stuff, dress shops. You get the idea. And they're assuming that it could be a mutant instead of an act like a ghost or something, which okay, fair enough, I guess. But honestly, shit happens in the Marvel universe all the time, man. Who cares? Anyways, so Alex is like, that's why you called X Factor. Like, there any theories? And so Madrix, Madrix. Oh, you. Can you switch to the next picture, please? Thank y'all. So Madrix is like, okay, so like, oh, basically like flowers, food, a band, and a congregation. Like, this sounds like a pretty sick wedding. And everyone just like gives them a disappointing glare. As you can see in that middle panel, the whole squad is there. They're like, what the fuck, man? Austin, would you do that? Would you give Madrix the stink face?
Yeah, my first issue of X Factor was with him and the baby situation, so I would give him that face.
Oh god, not the baby situation. I would, if I was Teresa, I would have broken a lot more than a finger, but but whatever, it's not up to me, I guess. But anyways, so and he's like, then again, maybe not, but it's probably just someone taking over the world. You know how it be. Anyways, so the crew goes in, which I think is kind of funny that they have Sasquatch and Strong Guy here, because like everyone else is basically average human height for the most part, and then you just have these two giant creature slash person. I'll have you guess who is who, and they pull up, and so they see these two shadowy figures, and so Aurora's like, okay, wait, let me facilitate some light over here. So that's what she does, because it's part of her power set. And so we find out that they're two dead people, like wearing signs that says bride and groom. And Alex was about to attack him, but Heather was like, no, this is Saab. This is someone's loved ones, because, it happens. Anyways, so she brings up that she has history with people coming back from the dead, because if you didn't know, the original Guardian, James Hudson, or Mac, I hate Mac so much. If you know me, you know why. Yeah, he died and came back, kinda. Motherfucker, you exploded right in my face, and you're gonna tell me that you just got teleported somewhere? My ass. Anyways, he's fine, kind of. Anyways, they're led to a different location. To a wedding! Madrix is right! Austin, Madrix is
Okay,
right. How do
okay.
you feel? Huh?
Why though?
He was right. Madrix was right, though. Yeah. Anyways, so I like this line where it's like, look, it's the Avengers. No, it's those mutants. It's X Factor. Help us, please. Because some people were kidnapped out of their own will
No, it's
to
those
be here
mutants, as always.
at this graveyard wedding. And the groom is like, all shut up. He's like, oh, thank heaven, like, you're here to help save us. And it's like, everyone's like, okay, like, are we ready to fight? Like, what's the dealio here? And so we see this zombie bride where she's like, can I help you? Like, if you're here for the band, you're already late. I already have to replace you guys. And so the groom in question is like, no, they're my guests. And so she's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. It's like, oh, how sorry am I? I'm super rude. And so we learn her backstory, why she is like this now. So she was at her rehearsal dinner. It was all fine and dandy. She had some roast duck. It was great. And then she died of food poisoning. Fair enough. It happens to the best of us. I had food poisoning from accidentally eating some expired food, but it happens. Anyway, so they did an autopsy, but her brain was still working, and then she was like buried in her dress and everything like that from 105, if you didn't know. She clawed her way out. of her coffin buried site. And she was like, and she learned that she was able to control the dead. Slay. So here we are. I don't know what the fuck she's wearing on her head. Next panel that I put up, yeah, we'll understand. It looks like a helmet, but it has a veil attached to it. It's so fucking weird. Anyways, so yeah, she was like, "Oh, we had to reschedule the wedding, but now we're here. It's great." And so Alex is like, "Hey, Lankowski, is there like a possibility that a mutant power kick in after death?" And he's like, theoretically, like most genetic alterations, mutant-wise, happen after
Oh my
puberty, but
god.
I guess. And I'm over here just
They
like,
just forget
Walter,
Moria, which
I'm like, here's the thing. I'm over here being like, Walter, I do not trust you when it comes to anything mutant genetics related. I know what you did to Aurora. I will never forgive you. You're a bitch. I hate you. Not as much as I hate Mac, but I still fucking hate you. Just remember that. It's on site. People are trying to tell me otherwise, and I'm like, no, because I know how to read. I read all the fucking Alpha Flight that I could get my hands on. Hell fucking no. Anyways, but regardless, so she's like, oh, the bride is like, well, if everyone will please be seated, we can begin. Can you switch to the next picture? Alpha Flight and X Factor aren't really having it. And the bride is like, I said if everyone will sit down, we can start. They still stand up because, they're bitches like that. We love it. And she gets pissed. She's like, you live people make me sick. And it's like all this other stuff. So she summons a
what?
whole bunch of dead people. Yeah, it's a weird helmet thing. I don't know what the fuck that is. I told you, I don't know what the fuck
Oh,
that
you said
is.
live people. Oh, she said, oh, you white people make me sick. I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, most of these people are white, so that works too. Most of these people are white. In some flavor. A flavor of white. I don't know what kind, but no, live people. And she's also wearing some weird helmet thing that I'm still confused about. Anyways, so she summons a whole bunch of dead people to attack X Factor and Alpha Flight. Not fun. Not fun at all. This is when it's important to have the big strong people here. And we have to go past the bulletin board because of course, and everything like that. And so Madrix is like, yo, North Star, like, punch me in the face at super speed as many times as you can. Like, trust me, it will make sense later. And so, guess what? He does just that. And it's an amazing sight. I will send you the screenshot because it is amazing. I love every bit about it. Me. Hold on, give me a second, please. I'll send it to you in a little bit. But it's great. So he does that. And so he's able to multiply himself a whole shit ton through the zombie horde, Moses style, apparently. And he brings Aurora with him, so, she can do her thing. And before she's able to do anything, can you switch to the next picture, please? Thank you. So basically, so Aurora's like, yo, like, dude, didn't you prepare to marry her? And the groom's like, yes, I did. I loved her butt. And she's like, no butts in a wedding vow, man. You already made your fucking choice, man. Like, it's like, come on, like, just, you should go through with it, man. Do what your heart tells you so that we can all go the fuck home because they don't want to be here. They would rather be on their world tour. Why would they want to be dealing with zombie hordes? Right, Austin?
Exactly. Right, Jake?
Exactly.
He doesn't care.
Exactly. Anyways, so basically the groom goes to the bride because I don't remember these people's names. It's fine. If I don't know your name, I'm not going to remember it for a long time, especially if you're this insignificant to me. Anyways, so he agrees to go through with
One of these zombies are a pervert. They're grabbing her butt.
I know they're major perverts. So the groom goes to the bride and he's like, yo, I'll marry you for sure. And she's like, are you serious? And he's like, yep, I promise. And so they go through with it. And while the bride is saying her vows and everything, she crumbles away and she dies. Officially. So that
Yeah.
was the end. that was the end of the first part of Alpha Flight World Tour. If you want me to keep going with World Tour, I would love to, because finally they get back into their ugly ass red and white costumes. Yeah, I don't know why, but if you want me to continue with World Tour, let me know. I got nothing to do with my life right now. I'm still unemployed, unfortunately. So please let me know. I'll talk about Alpha Flight all day long. I can have a whole episode if I wanted to. Anyways, we can move on now.
This was a peak wedding. A wedding where you get married, but you don't have to stay with the wife. That's great, bro. That's nonsense.
It's true. That's facts. But yes. Well, guys, even when all hope is gone, we move along, we make it through. Welcome back to Bionicle, the Island of Doom saga. Last time
You're not convinced me that's Bionicle.
What do you mean? What, this? This is Metro Nui.
There's no part of this visual that looks like Bionicle.
Metro Nui is the most technologically advanced place in the city, and Bionicle Universe.
What are you, Wakanda?
Yo, maybe if you were here for the Metro Nui reviews, you would know this is.
I was here.
Not you. I'm talking to Austin. Anyway,
I just played one of them. Get off my back.
You missed at least 3 of these. I'm just saying. But with last time, the Toa Nuva, though fought valiantly, were ultimately defeated by the Paraka. With the Nuva team out of the way, the entire island of Voyanui is under their control. It seems nothing can stop their plans in finding the Mask of Life and achieving ultimate power in the Bionicle universe. And that's the way it remains. There is no silver lining on this one. Meanwhile, we're back in Metro Nui and we relink back up with Jala. For those who, well, I'm sorry, it's pronounced Jala, but they renamed him in a way that spells Jaler because he earned a new name after helping save the day at one point. I don't like the name spelling. That's what I'm getting at. Anyway. For those who don't remember, Jala is the captain of the guard, the leader of the Takoro military, and has been a background character that is or a side character, depending on which book you're reading, that was pretty active in the original Motunui Island saga. Last time we saw him, he began to lead a mass protest against Turaga leadership for refusing to tell him the whereabouts of the Toa Nuva. I actually do like Jala's reasoning for this. The reason why he's so adamant, so basically when the Turaga sent the Toa Nuva away, they didn't tell anybody. They didn't tell anybody that they were doing that. So the Matoran just knew that one day the Toa Nuva just weren't around anymore, and Jala was really upset about that, and he went to go talk to him about it. He's like, no, you need to tell us, like, where did the Toa Nuva go? And they refused, and he said, listen, we have been around for 1,000 years fighting the same villains that the Toa Nuva have fought. They came in at the tail end and saved our lives. My point is, we're not damsels in distress. You can tell us what's going on, and if you can't trust us to do that, then we're not fixing your city for you. Fuck Metro Nui. It's waited 1,000 years for us. It can wait 1,000 more. And that's the last time he left. So the Turaga have been, since everyone listens to Jala if the Toa Nuva aren't around, the Turaga have been trying to get Jala to change his mind, and they just can't do it. So
fuck you.
Well, what's up?
No, fuck him, okay? He don't want to help us because we don't want his help. Fuck him. We'll figure it out.
Listen, you can't. But that's the point. Anyway, so Nakama shows up, and Nakama's like, Jala, Jala, what would me telling you what's going on help? Like, how would this help you? You can't do anything. He's like, I'll just do the best I can. And she's like, all right. Listen, so here's the deal. We sent the Toa Nuva on this mission a while back, and the mission was to save the universe. Because even though the Toa awakened Motunui, the person that our god, is sick. And if Motunui is sick and dies, well, then we all die. And so they went to go find the Mask of Life, and we're worried that Makuta has it. In the past, we would have told you stuff like this because in the past, even if the Toa Nuva failed, there was a fighting chance. The difference is this time, if Makuta wins, that's it. There is no like great comeback. There is no next generation of Toa. If Makuta gets the Mask of Life, it's over for everything. So like, we just didn't want to freak you guys out. Say it again?
Sometimes that's worth it. But look at Android 17. If we all go out together, it ain't no harm.
So Nakama's reason is like, we just don't want to tell you because we just want, if you were gonna die, we didn't want you to die feeling hopeless. We don't know when this is gonna end. We just know that at some point we'll all die. And Jala's like, okay, that's fine. And then when she goes away, she's like, that's fine for her. But actually, I'm going to form a team and we're going to go to Voyanui and find the Toa Nuva. I'm not saying we're going to do better than the Toa Nuva. I'm saying that I'm just not going to sit here and die, basically. So he goes to form his own Avengers team of the greatest Matoran of the fucking island, of the fucking generation, okay, of his fucking era. All right. Meanwhile, Turaga Duma, who for those that don't remember, Turaga Duma was the original elder leader of Metro Nui, and he was the Toa Metru's Turaga, and he was impersonated by Makuta and put in a coma, but then the Toa saved him, and then he's been guarding Metro Nui while waiting for the Turaga to come back. So anyway, Turaga Duma is mad because someone snitched, and he knows this because Jala is gone, and he's like, Jala went somewhere, and the only reason he would leave is if someone told him what was happening. And Nakama's like, yeah, I told him, and Nakama, and he's like, why would you do that? He's like, because like if they're gonna die, they need to know like what's happening. I don't feel comfortable with just hiding that from me. He's like, but they can't do anything about it. Like, I don't think you understand. There's nothing they can do. They're just gonna die. And Nakama's like, nah, what's done is done. Whatever. What's the worst that's gonna happen? He's like, well, that's not the only problem. Takanuva's gone, and Takanuva's the 7th Toa Nuva, and he was our last line of defense, and now he's missing, and I don't know where he is. Now I'm freaking out. And so we find out that actually the reason this is because Jala has assembled his team. And first off, let me remind you, this is the Toa Nuva, the greatest Toa team in history, even though they're not my favorite Toa team. This is what they've been replaced with. So we got Jala, captain of the guard. Yeah, so we're starting.
No. Go back. Don't do that switch one more time. When you see these tall, these dudes standing tall, posed up, radiant flight, and you went to like a 5-year-old, bro. They're not gonna compare the next up squad. That's a toddler. It's gonna be like going from Invincible to Omni Kid.
Yeah, Oliver. Yeah, we got. Well, hang on, we're not done. We got Jala, captain of the guard. Holly, the new chronicler. Noparu, I don't know the story yet. So the next time I don't know these people. Noparu, Huki, Kongu, and Mataro, who I said it before. I need to let you guys know. I don't know why. I have only heard the rumors. Apparently, this dude is the GOAT. Apparently, if you ask some people,
what's wrong with his mouth? What is his mouth?
His mouth is like underneath the 3 eyes. So if you look underneath his 3 eyes, he's like, yeah. But
what?
If you, yeah, listen, Bionicle, bro, Bionicle, okay. But yeah, my headphones are about to die, so I'm gonna switch over. Give me 1 second. Sorry about this. I did not get a good charge. But yeah, so this is gonna be our new team that's gonna become the heroes for the next 2 books. So I hope you like them now, because for the next 2 books, this is your protagonist. All right.
They're literally spotless, bro.
Well, they're the last. They're the only hope we have left, because all hope is gone, bro. But give me 1 second.
No, bro, this team is ugly. I wouldn't trust these people to save my dog, let alone my life.
Well, they're here.
I ain't gonna lie to you. This is crazy to me.
Well, they're here to save the universe, the goddamn universe. Okay, so there you go.
Bro, I'd rather trust Ben 10 and his 10-year-old boy wrist.
But it's not all hopeless. We do have the 7th Toa with them, Takanuva. Let me show you him. The chosen one of the Matsunui saga. Takanuva was formerly known as Takua the Chronicler, the original chronicler before Holly. And then he went on a journey of self-discovery and realized that he is the 7th Toa, the Toa of legend, who is destined to defeat Makuta and awaken Matanui. And he was supposed to be on guard duty for Metro Nui while the Toa Nuva were gone, but now he went to go help his boy Jala, because they've been friends since the beginning of the series. And Takanuva, actually, Austin, Takanuva shares your position. He's like, listen, you guys are not built like that. Like, you guys got to go home, because whenever took out the Toa Nuva, you guys are not capable of beating that. And Jala's like, well, we're not going to sit here and just wait to die. So we're not doing that. And Takanuva's like, and he's like, if anything, Takanuva, you need to go back, because you're the last line of defense against the city. And Takanuva's like, listen, bro, there is no city if the universe dies. So my best place is with you here. And that's kind of where we wrap up basically. This new team who will get a team name, just not now. I'm gonna save it for the big reveal when the big thing happens. But this team will be again our protagonist for the next 2 books. They will be the only thing stopping the fate of the universe. They're stopping the universe from dying, if they can even keep up. So, yeah, next time on Bionicle Island of Doom, we will return back to Voya Nui, where we will see what the Paraka are up to, how they're torturing the Toa Nuva, and if the Toa Nuva have any hopes of fighting back. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's it.
I still don't believe this is a Bionicle City. I have no faith in that new team. You can't go from that squad to some toddler and it tells me the world's gonna be safe.
I want to tell you.
Jake. That's
I want to tell you.
literally like being like, yeah, we had a TMNT, and then the next team is like some random dog and cat from down the road.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. This team, these 6 here get 2 commercials. We will get to them when they canonically appear. They have 2 commercials, and they are the greatest Bionicle commercials of all time. So like you doubt them now, but at some point they're gonna have more aura than this. Their shot is gonna be more aura farmed than this. I promise you. Okay, we're just not there yet. All right, you can let them cook.
I do not believe you or trust these people.
Listen, even if you miss the issue, I'm going to show you the trailer when we get there. Even if you miss the review, I will show you that trailer. So, anyway, moving on.
Oh shit, it's my turn again. Sorry, I underestimated the amount of time I had. Anyways, I was eating chips. Sorry, guys. Anyway, we're talking about Marvel Voices Avengers Academy, issue 36, Over the Rainbow. Might be wondering, why is it called that? Well, I'm going to let you know in a little bit. You guys ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Sure about that? Doesn't really sound enthusiastic.
Well, I said, I don't know what you want from me.
Anyways, so we start off with some narration from Loki about how, he's here. He's not really all that liked. And we hear that Ragnarok started early because it's a cycle. And we see the Bifrost basically being slowly dissipated as these like weird, freakish monster-looking thingies are here. All this other stuff, we see this one guy, Bellows, I think that's what his name is. He plucked out his eyeball. Not fun, honestly. I wouldn't have that good of a time if I had to pluck out my own eyeball. But heck, that's neither here or there. That ain't my fault. That's that guy's fault. He plucked out his eyeball. We see the giant tentacle monster thing again from the last issue. He also kidnapped and chained up either a goddess or a Valkyrie. They didn't really specify, but regardless, she's all chained up now. It's not fun. And we see that chaos has flooded the land. Not a fun time. Anyway, so can you cut to the first picture? We see the brothers hanging out outside of a tower. Loki is talking about all the cool stuff he has. Thor's he's like, I don't give a fuck. We have to get back home, or else we're gonna get murdered by our parents. And so that's what they do. They go along their way. We do see one of those freakish monster-looking motherfuckers pull up, but don't worry, they're fine. They do bring up that Sheila and Brielle are here. They're fighting these monsters. It's a great time. Anyways, so the Goylies are brought. Yeah, they're fighting monsters because that's what they do. Anyways, so they're brought to Odin and all that jazz. And they're like, oh yeah, on Earth we call them vampires. Like, we're kind of specialists on them. We hunt them down. And Odin's like, it's like, okay. Like, you humans are scarcely above the gear and wheel. And they're like, it's a long story. And Sheila's like, you know what? Fuck it. We're from the future. And she's like, what? He was being rude. And was I supposed to say it all Ren Fair like? And it's like all this other stuff. And Odin is pissed the fuck off. He's like, how dare you speak to me that way? It's like, you chatter to a god as though he was a serf. It's like, shut the fuck up. No one gives a shit. And so Loki's trying to like calm down the situation, and he's like, "Father, please, we need to help. Like, they're like helping us out. The least we can do, you know, try something new." And so Odin is being a bitch for like no reason, you know, to his kid. Like, you could be a bitch to everyone else. Don't be a bitch to your own child that you adopted. By the way, why are you being a bitch to the kid that you wanted? Like, you didn't even have to pay for him.
I mean, he didn't want him. He just didn't want the other guy to have him.
Exactly. Anyways, he literally says, and I quote, when will you be the son I wanted? I was like, whoa. No wonder he turned out the way he did, because of your bitch ass. So Loki runs away, all upset. I mean, like, I would too. And like Frigg yells at him, at Odin. Rightfully so. She's like, what the fuck, man? Why'd you do that? He was just a kid. He was trying to help. You know, as kids do. And so Sheila and Brielle are like, well, that didn't go all that well. And Brielle's like, oh yeah, they have that rainbow bridge. Doesn't fucking apply. Like, I don't deal with fucking authority bullshit. Anyways, so little Thor, he goes up to them. And they're like, fair maidens, can you find Loki for me? I can't find him, and I fear that he's gonna get himself hurt, and Mom would get pissed off if she found out. So can you help me? And so basically he starts crying and holding Brielle's leg, and Sheila's like, okay, dang, this little thunder god is gonna start a typhoon. Like, I'll go find the kid. You watch after Thor. It's fine. Anyways. So we go back to that other guy, the guy who plucked out his eyeball that wasn't Odin. He's still a bitch. He's causing trouble. And all that jazz. Not fun. Anyways, regardless. So can you cut to the next picture, please? Not that one, the other one. Yep. No. That one. No. I sent the pictures. It's supposed to have Sheila and Loki.
I only got 5 pictures. I've listened.
Sent the pictures. I sent the pictures.
On Discord. Keep talking.
Anyways, so Sheila pulls up to where Loki and Thor were earlier in the issue. And she introduces herself to him and all that jazz. And Loki's upset because, he's like, oh, I'm bad. I'm not like them, like my brother, like my father. He's like, and all this other stuff. And Sheila's like, oh, I know that feeling. Like, how do I say this? So starts telling him a story about how her parents didn't really get her either. All this other stuff, and start talking about a storybook. It's like kind of like the Wizard of Oz. So basically, she's telling him the Wizard of Oz, but a little bit different. And we get introduced to like this one character in the book that was forced to be raised as a boy, even though it wasn't. But don't worry, with the help of some magic and some good luck, basically she was able to become a cool princess, goes by Ozma, Princess of Oz. Yeah, she helped out people. She got rid of that shitty ass poser wizard and the fake Emerald City, and she made it better. It was cool. Anyway, so Loki's like, oh, and things such like this are allowed in your world, and so Sheila's like, well, it's stories, anything's allowed. And Loki's like, I did not realize it had such power. And so Loki pulls out this like little marble thing, and Sheila's like, oh, that looks like a cool marble. Like, how do these like high fantasy LARP and space aliens play marbles? I don't know, you tell me. Anyways, so he's like, I'll add it to my treasures with your story. And you can switch to the last picture. It doesn't matter. You don't need to put the other one up.
Wait 1 second. Was in the middle of uploading the other. This?
I can show that.
Yeah.
I've sent the other picture, by the way.
Yeah, so basically what happened was it just saved incorrectly. And so that's the whole process I have. It is fucked up.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Sheila's like, Loki, get back before you get in trouble, like in real trouble. And so Loki's holding this marble. And we see that other guy, the evil guy who had plucked out his own eyeball and kidnapped the Valkyrie lady. Yeah, that guy, he's in the marble. And that's where the issue ends. The next issue is called Real Trouble. I wonder what it is. I know that the writer was joking. I think he was joking that Justin was going to get another issue with Alpha Flight next issue, but I could not tell you. I wish I could tell you, but I can't. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens tomorrow. Yay. Anyways, that's it.
Well, there's only one thing I can say to that. And that was our Phanatic.
Fuck up.
No, I'm just kidding. There's a running bit between me and Austin that I had to play out. So there we go.
No, the running bit it's not there yet.
Okay. Wow.
You skipped 1000 BC Avengers.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I was like, wait a minute. I thought I had one more topic.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see what happened.
Let
Okay,
Austin talk about his books.
You're
So
an
there was an uploading error. I see what happened. Okay, hang on. I tried uploading two.
Oh, there's an excuse. There's always an excuse.
I try uploading as many pictures all together as I can, so it'll take faster. And sometimes I wasn't paying attention today. Yeah, sometimes StreamYard will be like, no, don't do it. Can't do it. So here.
Well, wait. So you don't have any 1000 BC pictures?
No, I have them. I had them saved. I just didn't. It just didn't upload all together when I did it. So. Once you get past in StreamYard, if you try to upload more than 5 at the same time, it kind of acts weird about it. Sometimes it'll do it, sometimes it won't. It's really random. So yeah, there you go.
Well, all you gotta do is 4. It's 4 1000 BC and 1 Wonder Woman picture. Only the cover. What a bit.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I numbered them everything. Isn't this not it?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a variant cover, by the way. I chose that one because I thought it was the best.
Okay.
So 1000 BC one shot. The whole reason I'm reviewing it is so niggas would stop coming to me on TikTok telling me that Phoenix is the mother of Thor and not Gaia. It's at least starting to piss me off.
Can I
in the last week?
Can I joke that the Phoenix is actually the midwife of Thor? Can we say that?
That's what I called her.
Like, did she help deliver the baby instead of actually giving birth to the baby?
She basically cured Thor from being sick, basically, after he was born. Like, he was going to die, and she saved him.
Okay. Good to know.
Jake, go to the first picture. Let's get this started. Let's go. All right. This is your Avengers team in 1000 BC. You have Firehair, the Phoenix. Ghost Rider, just called Ghost, riding a goddamn mammoth.
That's cool.
Odin, being an asshole. Wait, you have the OG Agamotto, whose eye they keep stealing to use for other things. In the MCU, it holds the Infinity Stone. In the regular comics, it helps Doctor Strange see in other dimensions or some shit. We have Starbrand, which I was very confused originally. People don't remember Starbrand was introduced having 2 parts. It was Starbrand and like Moon something or Nightshade. And they just straight up said, fuck the other part, I guess. Jason Aaron didn't give a fuck about this book. Jason Aaron did not care. Jason Aaron's Avengers run is riddled with. He did not give a fuck about anything that happened before his run. But we also had the first Black Panther that was retconned into this, named Mosey. You can't really see him that well, but he has a full panther on his head. He's right by the Iron Fist female named Fang Fi. I just thought it was the best picture showcase to tell you a little bit about them all. But what's going on right now, Jake, in 1000 BC, is that Loki's father met his first wife. And her name was some dumb shit like Hi. And I hated it. It was like Hive with a Y.
Okay.
But they call her the War Bearer, the Mother of Infestation. And guess where she comes from, Jake? And that's why I brought it up specifically.
The Phoenix.
She comes from the negative zone. So that means one way or another, one day this is going to be a Reed Richards fault situation.
Oh, thank God. Oh, for a second I thought he wouldn't be involved in this book, so I could hate him.
Or they're going to be like, oh, this the mother of knowledge. Some dumb shit. I don't know. But
Reed, you're not smart. You're not even smart. It's from somebody else. Stupid asshole.
But basically the Phoenix Force went around, found the strongest people they could, and then for some reason like, hey, you black man wearing a Panther hat, join my team. And you also, the lady who punched kind of hard, come join us cosmic entities and gods to fight Celestial. I'm sure you'll do something. But sadly, in the middle of battle, when all this was going down, Mosey, the first Black Panther, is slain. And as Wakanda, as also, Mosey was the first person blessed by the Panther God Bass, by the way, like full on. He had people before him had the herb, but they didn't meet Bass and actually get her accepted. So this is like the origin, like Bass become like the religion and everything. But this event is what caused Wakanda to decide to close its borders and hide from the world. The death of their first Black Panther. I don't think that's a good retcon. That's
Yeah,
like really early in time. Like,
because something that had nothing to do with Earth. That was like a.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I hated it. Like this book ruins a lot of stuff and a lot of lore. Just because Jason Aaron is an asshole. But Otis being his asshole self, like, yeah, it's sad he died. We have to remember he's still just a goddamn man. You can't you can't, you can't grow attached to these people because me and you are going to outlive them by billion of years. Okay, if you get attached to every one of these humans, every time they die, you're going to be crying and running, crying and running. And that's all the Phoenix Force ever done. That's actually every book. To be honest,
and then you got to ask yourself, what will you have?
I got this human body, and now I'm getting emotions again. Fuck you.
Yeah, and then you got to ask yourself, what will you have in 5,000 years?
Just Odin, I guess.
I'll still have you, Odin.
Because Odin was her boyfriend at this point. Yeah, Odin was fucking the Phoenix Force host, but the Force itself. So the Phoenix Force basically, fully took over this person. He was just a fucking caveman. You know what I mean? Like, once you're not gonna let a person have control. But the Phoenix apologized to the Black Panther people, and then basically said, "Fuck you, we're going to go hide from the world." And that's when you get this picture. This is early Asgard, and why this picture is important? Because as you can see, Jake, this is full Jack Kirby art style.
I love that. I love when they do that.
So this is the first ever version of Asgard after Odin took over and how he rebuilt the city originally. And it's a full Galactus celestial style building and stuff. Because as you can see, some of this stuff is built from the bodies of celestial. He didn't give a fuck. Odin did not care.
Odin was a G, but he was an asshole. Asgard from Ymir. No, wait, they used Ymir for Midgard. My bad. Have fun with your celestial.
Yeah. Basically. I like how you brought like the whole squad here. Just to be like, y'all, guess what? I'm getting married. Who are you marrying? The Phoenix Force, obviously. She's like, what the fuck? Dude, she was so confused. And she slapped the shit out of him. Like, you really thought we were going to get married? It was like, my love, I don't understand. And you never will. She ran away crying and shit. He's like, what the fuck did I do?
Marry somebody else. The fuck?
The one time I thought I tried to marry you and settle down correctly. For people who don't know, he is not fucking Thor's mommy. Okay, he's not doing that. Okay, that hasn't happened yet. But she leaves. She starts crying and shit in space. Many years later, Odin married Gaius. She's giving birth in one of the realms of one of the 9 realms. The one with the fairies and stuff. I don't remember what it's called though.
Either
Jake, you remember? I believe it's Vanaheim.
Vanaheim, cool. That's where Freya lives, because she's like, fuck all these dudes.
Uh, Jason Aaron, not only he just rewriting a lot of lore, he also bad at telling you where they are. So like instead of telling me what realm they're in or where they are, it just says many years later. That's it.
Like, thanks for the
theme.
lore.
That's a theme in every book you read is that they don't tell you what the fuck is going on or like they don't label shit.
It's my fault for expecting writers to be good at their job, and that's my fault. A good writer let you know where you are and what time it is compared to something else.
I'm just saying, early Archie Sonic comics, they used to say that shit all the time. Every issue, who's this character? What am I looking at? I'm just saying.
Yeah, I used to hate that shit.
Everyone starts
But
at book 1.
they made for anytime someone come in. Yeah, I'm Blank the Hedgehog. Oh, okay. Anyway, but she's giving birth. Agamotto shows up. He's old as shit. He has like white hair and everything. He looked dusty. He need to change his clothes. This man clearly doesn't wear Nike. He don't know what Supreme is.
And Jordan never did that move.
It looked like Star. What?
Jordan never did that move, bro. He's wearing the fake Jordans.
That makes sense to me. It looked like the whole team is trying to. It seems since the death of Black Panther, the team dispersed. They never met up again, and now they're trying to for the birth of Odin's first kid. So Ghost is running around with his. I don't know why he's still alive. This Ghost Rider. He's showing up with his mammoth. If Agamotto's old, Ghost got to be fucking old as shit too. Starbrand's here. Guy is still trying to give birth. Wakanda can feel the coming of Thor, but they're not. Obviously they're not involved. Iron Fist is here, trying to help her. Odin's like, God damn it, bro, y'all help deliver my kid, or I'm gonna kill somebody. And then fucking Luffy shows up. He said, "Thank God I can kill that thing." Well, then it turned out to be a fake dude acting as Luffy, just trying to fuck with him. And this is also probably why Odin took his son, because they tried to take Thor.
Haha, I got you back all those years later, except I kept the kid.
Yeah, I don't want your kid, but since you try to take mine, I guess I can have your kid. But the Phoenix Force fucks him up. Apparently, her and Gaia were friends and dapping each other up and shit like that. And he's like, "Yeah, man, I can't wait to have my kid. This is going to be great. You can be his godmother." Oh yeah. But this is where like the mother thing comes from. With like, thanks to you, my lady, whether anyone knows it or not, for if this child should someday be born, the union of the goddess of Midgard and the Sky Father, you will be just his mother as I am. And the only reason she says this right now, before she even says Thor, is like, oh, the only reason I end up dating Odin because of her. And like that's dumb as shit, man. You did all this to like a bait, fake out bait. But Thor is born, but the frost giant did something to him, and he is dying. So the Phoenix form, it's like some weird, like ice spell. He's dying from the inside out. So the Phoenix Force grabs him, flies into space, burning as hot as he can, which really should kill the child, to be honest. Imagine just grabbed him and just murdered Thor. I'm like, what the fuck? But she just snatched the baby and ran. But she healed him, and now Thor was born, and this is how he got the Phoenix Force power inside of him. So she was basically the midwife who delivered him, and then they pounced around about waiting for her to be like, well, I can technically be your mom. Like, no, you're not. You didn't do anything, but you got these two people to hook up because you left, and then you helped deliver the baby. You are a midwife. You can be a godmother at best, but you would never claim the title of mom of Thor just because Guy is dead. That's insane to me. And now Guy's back alive, so it's even worse. But Odin thanks her and it tells her to fuck off, stay away from my family, bitch. He actually says, we're taking her to Asgard and what? And you stay away from my family. And he banished her from Asgard. And it is old Odin. He's got the white hair and everything now. I don't know why, but whatever. But that's it. That's the old origin of Thor currently. She's not his mom. Stop fucking saying that's his mom, and stop. No. If you want to say that's his mom, fine, but don't go out your way to try to correct other people who say the mom of Thor is Gaia. That's ridiculous. I had 7 different posts where I seen someone say that to me or say it to somebody else in a row. But Jake, that's it. You play the music. We can leave now.
All right. Well, there you go. So there's no other books. So there's no other books on the list that we have to talk about.
Sorry, I got
Let's
booted
see.
off.
Let's check our photos.
I got booted off.
Let's check our photos.
What?
Oh, it's fine.
What was that? Phanatic Night Live. We totally did all the books that we were planning on doing tonight. So we will see you next week with Cryptid's Legendary Return, right? It's been 2 weeks, right? We don't, yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Cryptid will make a legendary return in his Super Saiyan Captain America, American Patriot transformation. And we will judge.
We did not agree on the transformation, okay? We did not agree on that.
It's not about a we agree, it's about what Cryptid did. I can't say no to what Cryptid did. But yeah.
Yeah, but I would be the one who had to do that.
That's true. I mean, yeah, but he's doing the thumbnail next week. So but that's
I'm doing the thumbnail next week.
Is he coming back?
Yeah, but I was gonna draw a freaking thumbnail for next week.
Okay. Well, see you guys. Bye.